Hey everybody, how's it going? Getting ready to crash out for the night. I'm in some kind of swamp thing. It's in between Cross City and Salem. That's kind of strange, huh? But I'm going to show you the area and what I'm getting ready to camp in. I did the best I could with what I could do to make it the safest I could make it. And first thing I'm going to do is blow the shofar, and the shofar is my weapon for tonight in case anything attacks. Probably the angels too, God. But anyway, this will be what I'll fight with. And getting ready to blow right now. Here we go. This is my campsite. I kind of put some sticks around the tent just in case, just to be a little bit better. Surrounded the tent with the bike and some of my stuff. And made some areas here where basically there's kind of an entrapment of my tent. Against a large animal, I guess this won't really do much, but at least it'll give me a heads up when it all crashes to the ground if something's coming in. And you know what? Right now, there could be a gator getting ready to jump out right there in that water, that black water. I mean, seriously, this is Survivor Man, Bike for God. Hey, when I looked down this road here that I'm camped down, I actually found some tracks. The tracks were either coyote or a wild, let's say a wild type of cat, which I believe is a wild cat. It rained like 2 days ago. There's been nobody on this road. As far as you can see, there's just raindrops, and I checked it all for tracks. I did find deer tracks down here also. I feel pretty confident that the Lord's going to keep me safe here. And anyway, it's going to be great. What I'm getting ready to do right now is this little barrel that I have, this is full of my food. This little barrel right here. What it is it's a bear barrel. No animals can get in it, so a lot of times when an animal attacks you, they want your food. And so I stash this, probably 50 feet from the tent. And so I'm just going to have you go with me and stash that bear barrel real quick. Maybe we'll go over and we'll check out some of those prints that were in the sand and stuff, and I can show you what a deer print looks like, and either the cat or the dog that's going to be in the area tonight. I didn't find any bear tracks. I did not find any tracks for an alligator, so that's a good thing. Right now we're just walking down the road, and this is about how far I put my stuff here. So I'm just going to jump across here and hide it right in here. Just allow that to be there. I like to put it upside down because it will leak if it rains. It'll leak if it rains, and so that'll keep the rain out. We're not scheduled for any rain, so I'm not really worried about that. Let's go ahead and find some of these tracks here. They were farther up the road. They weren't really close to where I was actually camping. And it is getting a little dark, so we'll see if I can find it again. Right here, this is a deer track. That's the beginning of a deer track. Another one right here. One thing that I'm glad about is basically that this is another one right here. These are not tracks from a wild hog or boar. Here's a good one right here. And here. Right in here is where I started to see wild cat prints, I believe. I've got one right here. I've got another one right here, and so on. He was walking towards my area there, at least on this sandy area. Another one right through here. Now the truth is, do I really know, what that is? Not really. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't matter. God has me on a mission, and that's the thing. I'm with Him. As far as everything, if He's going to have me on the mission, He needs to take care of it. Pretty much I need to just be with Him and walk with Him and listen to the Holy Spirit and do what the Holy Spirit wants. But overall, that's what I do. I ride down the street, I get filled up with God, and as I get filled up with God, I get ready to pour out on somebody, and I wait, and hopefully God shows me exactly who He wants to pour out on, and then I go up and pray for him, and miracles happen and stuff. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Today I prayed for about 6 or 7 people, and they were some homeless guys that I prayed for. Just nice to pray for them because they never know, it's a survival gig for them. And if you've ever been in that situation, it's just like day to day. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You can't even think about it because you're saying, well, what can I do today to just eat, to just have a cup of coffee, just to be out of the rain, just to be out of the weather, So for them to get prayed for, sometimes I think that's a big deal. And did I have money to give them or anything else? No, I didn't really have any supplies for them or nothing. But it's just to go up and show them, that Christ is there and pray for them is an awesome thing. Now I've got, I don't know if you guys have ever seen my bike here, but it's kind of like modified Rincon Giant. It's a 97. I've got some shoes inside of this pack. I keep my computer down in the one on the right here. My valuables in here. I always take the computer in that when I go in to eat. This is mostly my rain gear here as far as a pannier. It's called a pannier. If you can see that black thing past the limbs. I've got a special touring thing right here as far as the stem. This allows the stem to shock absorb. It's not really a shock absorber for the wheels. Special tires here. These tires are from a guy that goes around the world. And my buddy Aaron, he upgraded my wheels and not the tires, but the wheels. I got a 24 speed now. I'm setting it with sealed bearings down here at the crank. All that's good. I've got a new cover, which it's Bike for God, 48 states. It's really cool. Now, of course, this isn't how it fits on. I just have it kind of jacked up a little bit so it's a little bit higher. The Kelty 10 is really cool. As far as what I take in every night to sleep with is pretty much, I haven't rolled out yet, but I've got a sleeping bag and a couple blankets and a mat to crash out on. I think I have my computer inside. I'm going to have a book and a light, some clothes in case I get a little bit colder. I definitely sleep in different clothes than what I cruise around in. But that's it, Tonight's going to be cool. I can tell you that it's probably going to be owls hooting half the night, frogs cranking it up, all kind of animal noises, But the thing is when you hear that stuff, don't get all fidgety about it. It's like, hey, you're here with God. God's here. He's in control. Lord, you take care of it. And that's what He does. That He takes care of everything. So, I mean, tonight it's kind of like Bike for God, Survivor Guy. And I know God's going to take care of everything. And to tell you the truth, hey, whether I'm here or whether I'm in heaven, my gain. It doesn't matter, That's the thing. He sent me out, and if something happens, then boom. I either live or die, But, death is a funny thing. People are all scared of it. But I think once you become really one with Christ, and they say that He says that fear, perfect love casts out all fear. And you say, well, how could you do that? How could you go to 48 states? How could you not know where you're going to sleep tonight? How could you do that? How could you do that? Well, I guess perfect love casts out all fear. So So if you don't have fear and you know you're running with God, and this can be used in daily events, even in your cities and towns and just who you are. You know, perfect love casts out all fear. If you're finding yourself to have fear, then basically kind of step back a bit and say, you know what, I need more love. I need more love of Christ. I need more love of myself. I need more love of others. And start looking through the eyes of Christ, and walking with Him in a new way. He's here to transform you. He wants to make you a spotless bride. He wants to just be with you. He wants to take you to a secret place. He wants to take you on new adventures. It's awesome. And I want you guys to experience that. It's just, whoa, dude, this is radical. I mean, radical love. Radical love. So I want to say, go for it, guys. Step out of the boat. Step out of the boat and see what happens. I mean, what could happen? Wow, you get a little wet. Okay, yeah, Well, it ain't no big deal, because He's right there to save you. Call out His name and He's right there. Well, until next time, have just the Jesusest day you ever had. May the Holy Spirit just come upon you right now, and may you just be filled with the Spirit, and may you walk in a fresh new way with Him, and may you come to know Him like never before. May you just have these days where it's like you're Elijah or David in the Bible. The guys in the Bible, they didn't go in and be a couch potato or sit around and watch TV all the time. They were out doing stuff. God said, go do this, and they went and did it, And then when God said, go do this, and basically they didn't do it, some guy would end up in a fish, for a couple of days. So, I mean, don't get caught up in the fish thing, Get out there and do stuff with God. Listen to the Spirit and just go after Him. He's got this awesome plan. It's like, it's not up to you to go and try to do your plan. The thing is Christianity 101 should be learn the voice of God, and once you learn the voice of God, just go and follow Him. And He speaks in many different ways. About the time you really think you got Him figured out, ha 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 ha, well, what's going to happen? He's going to change up on you. But that's just the way He is. I think the reason He does that sometimes is just so you seek Him even harder. You have the mountaintop experience, and then you're down in the valley. Well, what's the valley about? Seek Him even more and more and more. And then the mountaintop experience is like, yeah, dude, this is awesome. Just ride the wave. But I want to tell you guys, this is awesome. This is what it's about. I'm hoping to write about this soon on Bike for God and put this movie up. So enjoy Jesus, enjoy the Holy Spirit, and Father, come. Let your kingdom come, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. Catch up with you later.